Happy birthday, America.
Everyone, welcome back to the NFA Review channel. We have a first today. Pretty sure, unless I'm going crazy, this is the first B&T suppressor that we have and will review on the channel. So hopefully there's a lot more of these coming in the pipeline. B&T has one of the largest catalogs of suppressors of any suppressor manufacturer in the world. A lot of people sleep on that. Of course, they are in Switzerland, but they also have manufacturing capability here in the United States, here in Tampa, Florida. I've seen it with my own eyes. All the suppressors made here in the US are made by the Swiss engineers and machinists. They actually permanently move some here to the US on the same exact machines using the same exact materials. So they are exact duplicates of what you can get in Europe here in the United States. Again, in my backyard here in Tampa, which is pretty cool. So today we are going to take an in-depth look at their new SRBS 556DM. Probably wondering what that stands for. Slimline Reduced Back Pressure System. Of course, 556 and DM is direct mount. So pretty cool suppressor. We're gonna dive deep here in the studio and then we're gonna hit the range and see exactly how it does. Let's get to it. Let's open the box. I don't know if it's just me, but no frills here, and I like that because these usually go in the garbage. Otherwise, I'd have a room full of boxes. All right, let's get down to the details. Comes in at an overall length of 7.38 inches, a diameter of 1.73 inches, and it weighs a hefty 17.3 ounces. Now you're probably wondering where that weight is coming from, and that's because it's constructed entirely of 3D printed 718 Inconel. The entire suppressor is printed 718 Inconel. Save for this rear mount, of course, which you can tell is machined. It is not 3D printed. Speaking of the mount, you have the 1.375 by 24 universal hub interface, so that's awesome there. As far as the rating, it is full auto rated, and probably the coolest thing, no minimum barrel length restrictions. So put it on your weapon and just send the hate downrange. It should handle it just fine. As far as the retail price, it comes in right at $1,000. I'm sure the street price, once this gets out there, is going to be a little lower. Now, let's cover the special features real quick here in the studio, and then what I'm going to try to do for the remainder of the 24 year is to try to spend less time here, more time out there shooting. Name of the game, of course, it's called the Slimline Reduced Back Pressure System, so its name to fame here is reducing the back pressure. And the way they do that, they have a patented star baffle inside, allows more gas to flow through, and of course their end cap here, and I will show you some macro shots, is pretty cool. We got some Death Star going on here. Lots of venting. You have a helical pattern here in the center bore aperture area that helps with flash. Really trick design. This is the newest rendition of their front cap. So you have reduced back pressure on the weapon system to the effect of only increasing your bolt carrier speed by 1.9%. So that's pretty cool. And I do have a full auto Mark 18, so we will run it unsuppressed and suppressed, and we'll see how that rate of fire changes. Hopefully sticks around that 1.9%, so you're barely gonna be able to notice a negligible increase in bolt carrier speed. Another thing that's not discussed a lot, and it needs to come to the forefront of the suppressor industry, is when you have less back pressure, not only are you saving your weapon platform from being hammered to death, but you're also saving yourself. I work, as you know, in fire rescue. I've been doing it for over 19 years, and something that's been coming up more frequently is, of course, how to mitigate cancer. So we have special gear washing policies and stuff like that. We're at the forefront of that technology right now. That's something that the military is looking into with shooting suppressed, because typically when you shoot suppressed, you're blowing all of that smoke and gunpowder carcinogens all over your face, your skin, your eyes, your nose, and the thinner part of your head here. And this is the thinnest area of the skin and the membrane where you can it soaks in, and you can get brain cancer a lot easier. So they're trying to help mitigate the absorption rate of shooting a lot, okay? Because you got SEALs and you got special forces teams and you got, you know, just training in general, and you don't want a lot of, you know, unforeseen circumstances down the road by something as simple as just shooting suppressed. So, okay, cool, you saved your hearing, but now you're gonna die from cancer because you've been inhaling gunpowder every fucking day. So, pretty cool that that is something that the industry's starting to grasp, and they're leaning towards health in addition to, of course, you know, reducing malfunctions and wear and tear on the actual weapon system. They also state that the front cap helps mitigate flash even though it is low back pressure. So hopefully we'll have some nice cloud coverage today, and we can take a look at that and see what we can see as far as jetting out the front. This is Inconel, so it's not titanium, so we're not going to see any sparking and stuff usually associated with shooting a titanium suppressor. Show you some close-up shots here of the tube. You can kind of see where those baffles are lying inside. You can faintly see the lines as, you know, the machine was laying down the material. So that's pretty cool. You can see their little tic-tac pattern here, I call it. It actually looks really cool in person, has a good feel. And these, you know, rectangular patterns here, looks like the side of an eraser, right? Remember those large erasers from elementary school? Yeah, you can't get out of your head now, can you? You see the important writing is in those boxes. So you have the serial number, you have the model designation, and you have the caliber, and then of course the B&T USA Tampa, Florida. Going back to the rear mount of the can again, there are spanner notches cut here. Again, this is a test unit. I didn't get a spanner wrench, but I'm sure I have something in my box of wrenches and tools from reviewing suppressors for the last 10 years that we can make that work. So that about covers it today. I'm going to keep this simple at the range, and we're going to shoot it on a 16-inch 5.56 and my Mark 18, which is a 10.3-inch barrel, and that one is full auto. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hit the range. Before we get shooting, a quick word from our sponsor, Capital Armory. They're the nation's largest silencer dealer and have expanded their silencer shipping ability to multiple states, with even more on the way. They can still ship directly to Texas residents, but they can now deliver silencers directly to your door for those in many other states. The process is simple and keeps everything in-house. So there are no additional dealers, transfer fees, or headaches. They manage the entire process from start to finish to make your life easier. The process is very simple. Once you purchase a silencer online through their website, you'll be contacted to begin your online customer profile to provide them with fingerprints and other necessary information to complete your e-file Form 4. After the ATF approves your form, Capital Armory will initiate electronic transfer paperwork with you, and your silencer will be mailed directly to your front door. And the best part is, your customer profile only needs to be done once, so you'll be ready to go for all future orders. Head to capitalarmory.com today to learn more. Great tone. Really good tone. Not getting gassed out either. Yeah. No gas to the right eye, and that gun is probably the gassiest rifle I own. Wow, okay. That was unexpected. Ending thoughts on the SRBS 556DM. I think the DM stands for damn. So, guys, I don't interject my opinion much in these reviews. I've been doing this for well over a decade. You guys know when you've watched my videos. I try to keep it, very objective. This can rocks. I kind of slept on it. All right, at risk of sounding unappreciative, I get a lot of suppressors in. I've been doing this for over a decade. I get suppressors in every week. I don't really get excited about anything anymore like I did in my early days doing this. I am now excited to review whatever the hell they're making over there in Switzerland and here in Tampa. The fact they were able to maintain quality suppression and no back pressure at the same time was pretty cool, but the tone really surprised me. And when I mean no back pressure, I mean no back pressure. The gun wasn't running any faster, and let me tell you, the 16-inch Geisley, worst gun I own as far as being overgassed, okay? Worst gun I own as far as being overgassed. You put a suppressor on that thing, you better have a gas mask on, typically. Did very well today. I didn't get any burning in my eyes. I typically wear the larger frame sunglasses on purpose, so there is a gap there. So if it is a gassy gun, I can experience that as the reviewer. Okay, you guys out there typically will wear tighter fitting glasses. I just need something to protect my eye from something catastrophic as far as eye protection, but I need to be able to feel the gas. So I had worst case shades on today and it did great. No gas to my eye at all, no burning in my nose, nothing like that. And then of course you would assume that if a can is, you know, as free flowing as that and you saw the front cap, it's completely open. I mean, there's vents all over the damn place. You would assume it would just be inherently loud because the design, okay, we're gonna let all the gas go out the front, the sound's gotta follow it. Not in this case. I don't know what sorcery they're playing with here, but it sounds extremely good and exhibits no back pressure. So thank you B&T for that. I'm really excited to try their 7.62 can now, because if you can do that with that tiny little 5.56 bore aperture, I'm sure you can pull off some more magic with the 30 caliber bore aperture size. I'll show you some B-roll here, close up of the can, where I may or may not have melted some of the shooting mint on there. I use a oven mitt to move the suppressor from host to host when I'm out there filming, and let it hang on there a little bit too long, but gives it some character, right? Looks cooler. I don't think I've ever told you guys this, but you know, I have probably over 100 suppressors, 120 firearms, and I keep suppressors on my guns in the safe inside, ready to go. It takes a lot for a suppressor to earn one of those spots. What I mean by that is I'll store them in the safe suppressed, and when I do a review, I'll unmount it, take all the fucking mounts off, put the suppressor manufacturer's mounts on that I'm reviewing, and do the video that day and get everything done. This suppressor has earned a spot on my Mark 18 because I don't know anything else out there right now that can not gas me to hell and not overrun the bolt on a full auto and still sound good. So that's staying there. I'm gonna have to reach out to them, see if they make one in Flat Dark Earth. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, that's earned its spot. It's pretty cool. I'm actually pretty excited. I don't get excited about suppressors anymore. I'm really excited to see what their other suppressors sound like. So B&T, if you're watching, let's get something going here, because we all need to hear what y'all are doing over there in Switzerland. If you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you did, now a lot more coming in the pipeline. B&T themselves will be at Suppress Fest, so you will be able to shoot this suppressor. So you ain't gonna be able to call me on no bullshit, because it is quiet and it doesn't gas you out. And I hope you guys go out there and have some fun with it. I'll bring it out there. I'll bring that out there. If you guys want to try it, I'll bring it, the full auto, everything. Just ask, I'll let you shoot it. Awesome. So hope you guys enjoy the 4th of July weekend. Hopefully keep all your appendages, all your fingers, have a great time, and don't do anything our forefathers wouldn't do. I'll see you guys next week.